Hello guys, and today I'm bringing you another decklist in my quest doing every decklist in a video. And it's of the worms, and if you'd like to keep up to date with me doing every decklist in a video on my channel, then please subscribe. And if you have any tips for this deck or other decks, then please subscribe. Please comment on those videos. Sorry, I was getting a bit mixed up there. Because your feedback is important, and I do respond to all the comments that people leave on my videos, because just have a look at my other videos and you'll see that I do. But anyway, get on to this deck list. The worms are a reptile type monsters rather than an insect for some reason, but I guess it's because they're aliens rather than worms. I don't know why they were called worms, but I think it's just like another like alien-y deck like the aliens, but not aliens, if you get what I mean. But anyway, get on to the deck list. Firstly, we've got 2 Worm King, which is this card can be attributed to someone in the first attack position by attributing 1 reptile worm monster. You can attribute 1 reptile worm monster to select 1 card your opponent controls and destroy it, because it's good for everyone, like if you have a worm monster on the field, but requiring a tribute is not that great, unfortunately, but it can be easily brought out, so how can you complain? Then we've got 2 Worm Queen, which is you contribute summon this card in face attack position by attributing 1 reptile worm monster again, and once per turn you contribute 1 reptile worm monster to special 1 reptile worm monster from your deck with a level less than or equal to the attributed monster, which is good for switching through your monsters and then doing whatever. Those were the 2 big cards of the deck, I guess. Then we've got 2 Worm Illidan, which is a little bit smaller, but each time a card is set on your side of the field, place 1 worm counter on this card. You can remove 2 worm counters from this card to destroy 1 card your opponent controls, which is good for if you keep it on the field for a long time and then obviously use its effect. We've got 3 Worms X, which is one of the, well, that and Yugioh are the main lower monsters. And when this card's normal summon, you can send 1 reptile worm monster from your deck to the graveyard. If you control a face at Worm Yugioh, this card cannot be destroyed by battle, which is good for obviously reasons. And then we've got 3 Worm Carteros, and while flip add 1 level 4 or lower reptile worm monster from your deck to your hand, which is good for searching obviously the card you want by flipping it. So if it's attacked and then destroyed, because it's flipped, you still get the monster to your hand, and even if you set it then flip it yourself, you get it, obviously. We get 3 Worm Yugioh. If the only monster you control is Worms X, you can special this card from your graveyard in face down defense position. If you do, remove it from play when it is removed from the field. When this card is flipped face up, select 1 face up monster your opponent controls and return it to its owner hand, which is good. But also if you use X's effect to send 1 card to the graveyard, you can send Worm Yugioh, use Worm Yugioh's effect, bring it out, then you can flip it next turn and get its effect. Then you contribute Worms X for the next turn for King and whatever, or you can even overlay if you want to. Then we've got 2 Worm Solid. This guy gains 100 attack and defense. 100 defense, sorry, just only 100 defense. I'm misreading it for some reason. For each reptile worm type monster in your graveyard. If your opponent takes part damage by attacking this card, select and destroy 1 spiral trap card your opponent controls at the end of the damage step. So if you set it and you've got quite a few worm cards in your graveyard, they attack it, they take more damage, and you can destroy a spam trap card, which is good. Then we've got 3 Worm Jetalips, I don't know how to say it. And flip when this goes destroyed and sent to the graveyard, this turn special in defense position, which is good for set it, gets destroyed, bring it back, you contribute it or XYZ with it or whatever you want to do next turn. Then going on to the spells, we've got 1 Rejeki, 3 Mystical Space Typhoon, 1 Bookamoon and 2 Forbidden Lands as the staple spells. We've got 2 Polymerization for bringing out Worm Zero. Then we've got 3 Wormcool, which is once per turn, if your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can special 1 reptile worm type monster from your hand face down defense position, and then get its effect. Like, most of them do get their effects from being set, and also you can set, like, it doesn't have to be level 4 or low, you can just set one of the big ones, but they have low defense unfortunately, but you can set Illidan and then bring it out. But it depends on the situation, whatever you want to do and whatnot, you know. Then on to the trap cards, we've got Bottomless, 2 Mirror Force, 1 Torrential and 1 Compulsory as the staple trap cards. Then we've got 3 Offering to the Snake Deity, which is basically the Icarus attack, it's called. It's basically the Icarus attack for reptiles. So 1 face up reptile monster you control and 2 cards your opponent controls, destroy all 3 targets, which is good. Because you're basically just tributing the monster and then, yeah. It's good for getting rid of 2 of their cards and it's quick. Then on to the extract, we've got 2 Worm Zero, which is obviously you use polymerization to fusion summon it, and then it gets the effects on whatever. So it's got to be 2 or more reptile monsters, and For each fusion material monster with a different name used to fusion summon this card, it gains 500 attack. So you can just keep using more and more monsters to bring it out. Then it gains effects like 2+, once per turn you can set one reptile monster and you go out and special summon it in face on defense position, which is good for a constant supply of monsters on your field. Then we've got 4+, you can remove and play one reptile monster from your graveyard to send one monster on the field to the graveyard, which is good for getting rid of their monsters. Then 6+, once per turn you can draw one card, which gives you a better hand advantage. Then on to the XYZ monsters, we've got 3 King of the Feral Imps, 2 level 4 monsters, and once per turn you can select one XYZ material monster from this card, add one reptile monster from your deck to your hand, which is any of the reptile monsters, even the bigger ones. So it's good for searching. It's really good for searching. And it's basically a generic reptile monster. It's the only reptile XYZ as well, unfortunately. But anyway, thank you for watching this worm deck, and I hope to see you next time, guys. Bye.